going on, guys? Hanging with me right now, I have Stephen Puth. Stephen, what's up?
I'm hanging. How you doing?
Good. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
We're excited to have you.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. I like this whole setup.
Yeah, I'm like,
sick.
take it in for a second. Tell me what you think.
I like lights.
Yeah.
You got a lot of bright ones. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have lots to talk about. First, I'm going to start with congratulations on your
you.
2 singles. We have Sexual Vibe, Half Gone. Can you tell me the inspiration and the creation behind both of these songs?
Yeah, so Sexual Vibe, I was at a friend's birthday party, and I met this guy, and at the end of the party, it was at a nightclub, because, you know, I love nightclubs. I don't. And straight up, he just looks at me, and he's like, what are you doing right now? It's like 2 or 3. I was like, I don't know. And he's like, we're going to the studio. So we just left a voice note running, and we had this idea the whole time. He's just like, yeah, the melody is like, it's like, it needs to be a sexual vibe, whatever the song is. So then literally, that's the title now.
I love that.
But
that's so cool.
no, I mean, I guess the actual meaning behind it kind of relates to that night where it's like, maybe you are talking to somebody and it's like that little moment of like, hey, how are you? But then like there's that immediate tension where you're just kind of flirting throughout the night.
Yeah.
I think it's about that little moment, the song, because it's like, oh, like I like that she's playing with my head or he's playing with my head or whoever that person is, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, to me, that's just like, that's a song right there. It's literally a sexual vibe. So, Half Gone is the complete opposite.
I was about to say, that's,
Yeah.
that's cool that you release songs that are kind of opposite. It shows
It's
your
like,
range.
to me, I kind of view it as like a closure song, something that took place a while ago. It's not like recent hurt. And every time you go to try to love somebody, I feel like you're giving away a piece of your real estate, like your heart. And it's like, what happens when you do find somebody? It's like, here's like my little dinky cut into pieces, you know? That was how I was thinking about it. But I guess what I've recently realized since the song's been out is just like, it provided a sense of closure where it's like, that's not the case. That's just how I felt at the time about somebody else. And it's like, but when you go to find somebody new, it's so simple. Like, you don't lose a piece of your heart, you don't lose a piece of your identity. You just redefine yourself.
I love the music video. I've watched it a few times, but I think the coolest part is when you get towards the end and it rewinds entirely. I love that.
That
It's
was
so
my
creative.
idea.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, so I actually like, I wrote a very general outline of like, I want the video to do this. And it was like super broad. It was just the whole purpose was I wanted to get to the point where everything plays in reverse. And it does a rewind and then you see the girl's perspective of crying essentially. That's pretty much what I wrote. And then the details, the important stuff, were obviously handled by Allie, the director, and her team.
I love it. No, it's super cool.
Yeah.
Congratulations again on that.
Thank you.
So now I do want to put you a little bit on the spot because you are a songwriter who writes about love and dating and stuff like that. We thought it'd be fun to ask you some thoughts on some topics. Are you ready for this? Just your opinion.
To the best of my ability, sure.
You got this, Stephen. You got this.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. Do you believe in love at first sight?
Yes and no. I'm gonna give you one of those answers. You won't notice it when it happens. Like, let's say if you're dating somebody and you're like, you'll wind up remembering the first time you met them and you will perceive that as love at first sight. But in the actual moment when it's happening, I think the most you'll feel is like this weird pause moment where you're just like, but you don't actually think about it. You just kind of like, you remember that weird pause moment. That becomes your love at first sight when you're looking at hindsight.
I like that.
Trippy.
You're very poetic, Stephen. Have you been told that before?
I like to read books sometimes.
Okay. Well, yeah, you're pretty poetic. Okay. Next one. What's your ideal first date?
Dinner's always the best, you know. That's always normal. I mean, let's say you're meeting somebody. It's not like, hey, meet me at this club or meet me like in the middle of Hollywood Boulevard. Like, that sounds intense.
It does.
I think I like the idea of like small, intimate places where you can actually talk to somebody.
Okay, next one. Best pickup line you've ever used on someone or someone has used on you?
I'll just be completely honest. I'm not an initiator by any means. I'm not like,
really?
I don't go up to, I'm like, are you from Tennessee? No, like literally.
Is that what you would ask somebody?
No, those are just the generic pickup lines. You're the only 10 I see. Did it fall off when you?
I didn't catch that.
Yeah,
Okay.
play on words. No, I don't even know if it was a pickup line. It was just bluntness. I was with a buddy one time, and the girl at one point just looks at him and goes, well, yeah, well, your friend really likes me, but clearly he hasn't asked for my phone number yet, but he clearly likes me. And I just got put on the spot, and I was like, whoa, how did they know? So I guess that's a pickup line. Besides that, I'm not using pickup lines. They're corny.
Stephen, last one. What do you do when you have feelings for a friend and worry about ruining the friendship?
If you're actually friends with them, you actually have the ability to just straight up talk about it.
You would think so.
No, you really can. If you're really good friends with them, like, I've had situations like that before, and sometimes it's just been like mutually agreed upon where it's like, okay, we can try this. Nope, doesn't work.
Well, Stephen, thank you so much for hanging out. Congrats.
Thank you for having me.
Guys, Sexual Vibe, Half Gone. Check this guy out. You won't want to miss it.
Woo.